Everyone surviving so far. Nope, they are not. Getting hit.
Look at goes forward. What a move! That's some late braking, and that's what you want to see. Lots of pressure put on the McLaren driver, but he's dealing with it like a boss.
Yeah, for the lip. And that should be okay. Just go out and try get a lap in. It's going to go heavy wet in 10 minutes, so just try and get a valve. Don't worry if it's super push, just get a valve lap in as early as possible. Nah, it's fine, don't you? Hello, and is my push to talk on? No. Sorry. Hello and welcome guys to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well, and today we have the finale of the 6-hour series. Yep, definitely. Yeah, it's gonna get heavy and heavy. Wet. It's a 20-minute session and it says heavy rain in 10 minutes, so basically it's, as soon as the rain starts increasing we won't be able to improve the lap time. Yeah. So yeah guys, this is the final round of the... On the inside I find that you could use it but not the outside, and I could use the exit curb but not the entry curb is what I found. But just be careful. Don't take any risks in the banker lap. You need to banker lap. So today it's the finale. As you can see, it's wet. So we'll see how we get on in quali. 32 psi. You're joking. It's gone up 5 psi in an outlap. Does it say dry tyres optimum on the red thing? Well then, wet tyres will probably be the best choice. I like the focus. So we weren't expecting a wet quali. We were expecting some mixed conditions for the race, some dry and wet race. Maybe increase brake bias since it's slightly wet. So Luciano's just trying to get a feel for the car. Tyre pressures are way too high, you could pit now. It's up to you because it's gone medium wet already. So we missed a chance to get light wet. Just put the tyre pressures down all by 3 psi if they're at 32. And put the brake, maybe try brake bias at like 45 if you're struggling with the brake. So Luciano's just trying to get a feel for the wet. Yep. Okay. And just go out and then I would put the brake bias to 46. So you go. So we'll see how Luciano gets on. Not done any practice in the wet, I don't think. But just going out, see if he can get a good quali lap in. Just go. It was greasy. It's because it's a damp track right now. Went damp. But it's just gone wet. So it might be hard to match those times because someone just went the 126 or the 114 just did a 59.8. So I don't know if that'll be achievable on wet conditions because the track was damp there. So we will see what happens. So, good news for the championship. And 334 just joined. But the BMW hasn't joined. But they've joined very late, so hopefully they don't get fantastic score. So just to keep you guys updated for the championship, we are P6. We are 2 points behind P4. P4... Yeah. P4 is that 334 Audi. P5 in the championship is the BMW, or the other way around, I can't remember. There's 1 point separating them. The BMW doesn't seem to be racing because there's 14 minutes and he hasn't joined. The Audi is racing, but like I say, they're only 1 or 2 points ahead of us. So it's basically whoever finishes in front by 1 or 2 positions, I think, will get the top 5 in the championship. The thing we do have to watch is the 121 Aston Martin that is currently on provisional pole is only 10 points behind us. So we don't want to finish too far behind them either. So we'll see how we get on. 18 cars, very small grid considering we have like 40. Copy. I found second gear for turn 1 better. Yeah. Watch for the aquaplane on this left-hander. There's a puddle. .59.8 is still quickest lap, so no one has improved now it's gone wet conditions. So we'll see what Luciano can do lap time wise. Where's our teammates? 1-4-1, they haven't got wild lapping. And they've just set a lap 2.9 off the pole, which isn't comforting. Because that potentially means either they had a bad lap, or it means that it's going to be hard to improve whilst it's wet conditions. Because it was damp for the start, and maybe we should have gone dry tyres with it being damp and greasy. Or we should have gone wet on much lower pressures, but we didn't get a lap in whilst it was damp, so it is harder to find our lap time. So we'll see what lap Luciano can do. If we can get low 201, that would put us in around P5. Luciano is quite good in the wet, so we'll see what he can do. 11.5 minutes, keep pushing it. Our teammates just went P15, 2.9 off pole. You're 2.5 off, but I think they did their lap on damp conditions, so just see what you can do. Oh no, 141 improved. No! Where's our teammates? Where's our teammates? We just left the quali circuit. So one of our championship rivals don't have a valid lap, but our teammates, the 141, they're battling for the championship. They're P2 in the championship, so hopefully they can get reconnected, because that's going to be a massive problem if they can't get back in. Is anyone... We're still not back in the server. The 334's gone half second ahead of Luciano. Can't actually press on timetables if I'm not driver 1. But I don't think the others are going out because they did a lap on the damp track. No worries mate, the top 3 haven't gone out again because I think they did their lap on the damp track, so now they can't improve. Just keep going. Our teammates are back in, but still last. Setup felt great as race setup, so I don't know why it's not working in quali. So our team, I just messaged our teammates to find out what happened, and they said they had a disconnect, so that's why they left. But they're back in now, so hopefully they can improve the lap a bit. Just annoying we didn't get a lap in on the damp track. Yeah, they had to disconnect and they didn't get a lap, they only got one lap in. Just return to garage and look at the setup. I was doing this last night in the wet conditions and it was fine. I don't understand why I'm having so many problems. I can't see the setup screen because I'm not driver one. Just try decreasing the differential and make sure it's definitely wet tyres and increase the pressures so they're all 30 psi and then go out again. Don't really have time to do anything else, we've only got 5 minutes to go. Doesn't look like many are improving although in the medium wet. Just very unlucky that it was damp and then immediately went wet and didn't get a lap on the dump. Well, should make it up in the race. And the worst thing is that 121 got a lap in the damp track in his provisional pole. That's the 121 that was 10 points behind us. And the 334 is P10 right now. Yeah. The 334 did a lap in these conditions, I think, because they joined after us, so they would have had the same conditions, and they're only a second quicker. So if you can find a second with the setup adjustments, then that would at least put us in the top 10, but if not, then so we'll see what Luciano can do. 2.6 off right now, but like I say, we didn't get a lap in whilst it was damp, which is what I was hoping for, but we didn't end up actually getting a lap in when it was damp. So now it's medium wet. It's kind of hard to improve. So we'll see. I think there's still, in these conditions, definitely a 2:01 low is possible, but I don't think the 2 minute or a 59 is possible. Now it's medium wet, but hopefully Luciano can find even just half a second or a second. He's got 2 laps left, so we'll see what he can do. Our teammates are P18 though, P2 in the championship and P18 in quali, having some problems. So yeah, P11 is 334 with 1.6 off pole. We were 2.6 off, so need a second basically. The only problem is I didn't build this setup for a wet quali, which is possibly why Luciano is struggling, because I built this as a balanced race setup and it worked very well in the wet on a full tank of fuel, but because I was expecting a dry quali, I haven't actually tested it on the low fuel, so it's actually just not working very well at all. So hopefully Luciano can find a bit of time, final lap now. Final sector. See what Luciano can do. Teammates just finished P18. That fighting for the championship win and starting P18, that is going to be difficult. That is going to be really, really difficult. Like I say, they were P2 in the championship. so they needed a really good race today, and I think they're fighting with the 126 Audi, which is starting P3 because they got a lap in on the damp track, so it's not looking good for our teammates just now. So if Luciano improves on this lap, he's been very quiet on the comms, so hopefully that means he's on a good lap. He's focusing. How much are you up? P17, P18. Yeah, our teammates are usually faster, but yeah. That's actually a shame for them because they're fighting for the championship, and their championship rivals P3 and they're P18. Yeah. Yep. As soon as it says disconnected, we can join. Well, I can join and then I'll let you know when you can join. Just watching the Discord, see if it says anything. Yeah. Yeah, it's just reset, so I'll leave and you leave. And then I'll let you, if you just keep refreshing and let me know when you see the server, and then I'll join. I think the server just got taken down, so I'm just waiting for it to go up. Actually, if you can watch the Discord channel for me, then I can see if there's anything in there. Just in the announcement channel. Yeah. Random thing, would you be able to put a message in my stream chat? Because it usually tells me when I start the stream in the chat, and it didn't do that, so I'm not sure if it's working. Thanks. Yep, thanks, it's working. Just waiting for the server. Just waiting on the server still. Still don't see anything about the server, do you? Wait, there was a timetable for when they would restart the server. Oh, right. It was 10 past they launch it for. So we've got 2 minutes. Right guys, so we've got to make up a lot of ground in the race. So we'll see what we can do. 6 hours, P17, P18 for ballast, not ideal. But yeah, it was basically a one-shot quali because you had the damp track and then it went wet, so you had to get a lap in whilst it was damp. Otherwise, it was impossible to get near the top 5 sort of thing. So yeah, it was just a bit disappointing, to be honest. We didn't get a lap in whilst it was damp. So yeah. I had no idea. Right. Let me have a look in a minute. It's okay. Well, I'm doing final stint, I think, aren't I? Right. Join server quickly. Got 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm in. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Please join. There is Dikar. BMW didn't turn up. The 334 is like P11 or something. So basically, right now, the BMW's out, so we're technically P5 because they're not racing today. We're 2 points behind the 334 Audi, and the 121 is 10 points behind us, but they are on pole because they got that lap in right on the damp. So if they finish in like the top 3, they'll go most likely go P4 in the championship, and then we basically would have to finish ahead of the 334. That's basically what we need to try and do. Yeah. So we'll see what we can do. But yeah, it's just a bit of a pain that we didn't get a lap in whilst it was damp. Just painful. Yeah, it was just painful. Most likely wet tires. It's usually greasy you do dries. Greasy's usually always dry, but it was damp, so most likely went on wets. We just got really unlucky, just like yesterday. Two races in a row we've had bad luck. Don't say that, because it'll probably happen if you say that. No rain in sight, so final dry. It is very hot. It is 32 degrees. I will give you the tire pressures. 32 degrees. Should be brake pads 2 for the race, yes. So left front 23.9, right front 25, left rear 23.2, right rear 24.2. So just check that again. Left front 23.9, right front 25, left rear 23.2, right rear 24.2. So that should set them around 26.8. Hopefully that will be around 26.8 after some laps, but it is dry for the next 30 minutes, hot temps, so you might need to be careful with the tires. Just make sure you've got max tank of fuel, and are all the strategies there, like 1 to 20? Just scroll through the first 3 or so, just make sure the strategies are there. Okay, good. Yep, so make sure you've got the maximum fuel, brake pads 2, fresh tire set 1, just so it's easy to keep track, and yeah, that should be it. Let's just hope that someone does a Valtteri Bottas in turn 1, takes out everyone, and we go last to first. That's the... People in my stream chat will be wondering why I'm laughing, because I can't hear you, but it's hilarious. I think you're overthinking about this, Luciano. You've like predicted the first lap already. Basically, guys, Luciano was just... Luciano's just... just do what you can. Luciano just had a rant about the luck that he's been having, and said that most likely if everyone crashes, he'll be the only one that doesn't avoid it and gets taken out. He was just having a rant. It was hilarious. I'm just saying to my stream chat that you're just having a rather hilarious rant about the luck we've had. You think I would listen if they did? So 6 hours to go. See what we can do. Porsche's good on acceleration, but just try, see on that corner you just gone through, try not to lose any momentum, because if you do, people will slipstream you on the straight. You need to be in the toe of someone ahead, because you'll get swamped on that one if you're not. I should really put the Discord chat through the stream, just it would be rather good entertainment just for that round one. We'll see what happens. Yep. Yes. To be honest, if I had known it was going to be wet quali, I would have done it because I had done some wet practice. But I just didn't know. Well, I didn't know it was going to be wet, and then by the time I realised it was wet, I was like, well, Luciano's usually better in the wet. But you didn't have a chance to actually practice the wet here, so... Had I known, had I known it was going to be wet, I would have said to practice the wet. But I didn't think it would be wet. Just breathe in and out and send it not one. I'm the team captain and my team order for you is to send it. Why is 141 our teammates like way out of good order? Right. Just do what you can. This is gonna be difficult. Yes, get Cam. Let's see if you drive faster when you're after a fresh run. How's it going, mate? Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope you're doing well. Very bad quali because it was damp and then went wet and we didn't get a lap in whilst it was damp, so not a good quali. Our teammates are P2 in the championship, they're starting last. We were fighting for P4 in the championship, we were starting 17th, so not a great start, but let's see what we can do. Not a great start with quali, I mean, go left, 2 out. Push. I'm sorry guys, Luciano's just having such a rant, it's hilarious. Okay, good start mate, you made up some positions, tried to stay in the pole. Oh yeah, our championship rival got taken out, the 334. Right. We're not, it's because you weren't close enough for the tow. Yep. Will do. Our teammates making up moves as well, up to P12. We're fighting for P12. In the 334, they're ahead of us in the championship by 2 points. They got taken out turn 1, so that's also great for us. The 121 though are only 10 points. Go right, watch out! Oh! Only 6 seconds. He did predict the bad luck. Right. It's only 5 seconds, just keep going, see what you can do. Try and stay in the toe of the car that's in front. Yeah, we'll see the replay. Just want to see if anything happens here. It will be in your toe. You caused that crash. Oh my days. Luciano's, oh. Luciano, stop please. Stop the moment. I don't really want to tell them that our teammates are the ones that caused us to get damage. To make it even worse, our teammates are the one that spun that Aston round and gave us damage. Nope, they punted him. They quite literally just punted him. On the bright side, the top 10 are very, very close together, so if he can get past this Honda, I don't know what he is doing. Yeah, definitely penalty. They pretty much punted them. Again though, Luciano said, like, of course that's our luck that we're the one that gets taken out from that and didn't benefit. And it's our teammate as well that caused it. Like, very annoying. But this Honda is defending very, very hard. It'd be good if you guys could hear the Discord audio because it is rather hilarious. So I was saying it's good in the toe. There we go. Okay, you've got the two cars in front, push but be careful with tyres, and then after that there's a massive train of cars. So they'll all be wrecking tyres and no, don't double stint. Yep. Because if it rains for some of the other stints and we've double stinted this one, then we will be slow for no reason. So just single stint. And then if we need to double stint, then we have to reuse one of the tyres in the final two stints. But hopefully it rains. Yep, our teammates are like in a 4-car train battling and losing time, so they'll be killing their tyres and losing time. If you can pass these two guys and take care of your tyres, then when we catch them we'll have better tyres. They're all battling really hard in the top 10. Keep this up. One, 2, 1 went from pole to P4 already, and then it's like a train of cars behind 4th to 10th. Well, actually there's a bit of a gap between 4th and 5th. They're almost going 3 wide there in the bottom 10. So P4 and P5, the 1, 2, 1s have a bit of a gap to the rest, and then the rest are all super close. So I'll just let you focus. Luciano just got 2 track limits as well, so not great, not great. Just it's 6 hours, so we'll see what we can do as the race goes on. Mark binned it. Oh, that was the guy that was fighting with P4. What happened there? I'll look at the replay. That was a big one. Mate, P5 just got completely punted. By the 96. Oh, what was that? It looks like the Audi just turns in and takes out the Merc. What was that? Okay, well, I'll have a look there. That was a weird one. It was like the Audi took him out completely. Might have been lag though. That was weird. Is there DJ... GG Live? I don't... There isn't a pit wall or a live stream for the official one, unfortunately. Yeah, your pace is good. You're catching all the cars in front. We're battling so hard. Look how close we've gained on them. Oh, live race direction. No, there isn't. It's post-race stewarding. So all the incidents are reported post-race, which isn't great actually, because some people can't be bothered to report stuff. So a lot of times you see some people get away with things because the other team didn't report it. Whereas when there's live stewarding, it gets reported. All the stuff gets reported. So sometimes also it's not that they can't be bothered, but they forget. By the time you get to the end of the race, they just completely forget. Yeah, push. If he gets past you on the straight, then let him go, but just try and make it up in the corners. P5 to P10 are on the train. You're like 4.5 seconds from the train. I think 3 seconds or 4 seconds. This ass. They'll probably pass you on the straight, just let him. Try and benefit from his toe, because you won't be able to defend with the straight line speed, you'll just lose time. Just let him by and try and follow. Crash up in front. Crash up in front in that battle. Yep. So lost a lot of time. looked like one of the Audis, and oh, even better, it was our championship rival, 334. Although 121, which is only 10 points behind us in the championship, they are P4 right now. And the 126, are they championship leader? Yes. So championship leader, they've won every race except round 1. So if they win this race, they'll win the final 4 in a row. Our teammates don't really have much chance of winning the championship unless the 126 has a disconnect or completely bins it. But yeah, we'll see. See what Luciano can do. What's the pace like? Copy. Oh, really? They're all 25. Is there 2 PSI too low? Luciano's on 3 track limits, he's just said, which isn't great. Just be careful. I don't know why the tyres are 2 PSI too low, that doesn't make any sense. Understand how they can be 2 PSI too low. Saying it's this tire pressure should be perfect, so I don't understand why they're so low. Luciano says he's running 25 PSI on the front, whereas the pressures I gave him should put him to 26.8. Don't understand why that's happened. Well, we're at least a few positions up from where we started, and hopefully Luciano can continue to close in on the cars in front. Just have to wait and see. Are we the only Porsche actually? We are the only Porsche. So our teammates are up to P6 already. It's annoying we've lost that pack because they're all in slipstream and stuff on the straight as well. It's a shame because we would have been with that pack if it wasn't for our teammates taking out that Aston in front of us. But it's just one of those things. Teammates up to P5 now. Someone bin it because they've dropped 2 positions. And the 1-2-1, they're about 10 points behind us in championship, they're P4. So our teammates are now at the front of that queue, so it's P5 to P10 in that queue of traffic. Let's see what that time's thinking. Granted, they gain about 4 tenths in this slipstream, because I just tested this the other day. 55's 55 0 by our teammate. Luciano 56 1. Hopefully Luciano will get a bit of a tour now. Won't be much, because he's 6 tenths back, but he should hopefully get a little bit of a tour. Big mistake by the Aston. Most definitely be a track limit, I think. Unless he completely lifted off. But that would usually be a track limit. What's the queue of traffic now? P4, P5, 2 seconds. Just basically, it's just frustrating we lost the top 10, the kind of queue of traffic. If we didn't have that crash, we would have maybe stayed with them. So with this battling is holding us up, so we just need to pass the next 2 cars. And we basically just need to try and make up as much time as possible, but we have... The tyres are like 2 psi too low, which I don't understand why. They should all be okay, but they're 2 psi too low, which is quite a lot, which obviously increases the tyre worth, they're too low. And Luciano's on like 6 seconds of damage because of the crash, so it's not a great start. And we're on 3 track limit warnings, just to add to it. Pressure. I don't understand why the pressures are off though. 25 mid PSI. I don't understand what's happened. It doesn't make any sense. I tested these earlier today and they were all good. See, on those pressures are 25. It should probably be 27, 26.8. I'll maybe just leave the server and go try get the tire temps again for this temp. 31 degrees. They should all be fine, so I don't understand, so I'm going to go into a practice session and get the correct tire pressures. And I'll rejoin you with it. Right. Single player. I don't understand why it's sliding so much. It was fine in practice. It's quite frustrating. Right, 25 degree air and 31 degree track. Right, okay. It's really hard to replicate the conditions for some reason. I want 31 or 30 degree track and 25 degree air. It's 30 degree air. Why is it so hot? Air, but I can't differentiate the track temp. The track temp seems to just be what based on the air temp, which is a pain. Why is it not? I decrease the air temp. It's obviously changing the track temp, but then I need the track temp to be 6 degrees hotter than the air temp, because that's what it is in the server, and it's not working. Now I have 25 degree air, 26 degree track. That doesn't work. Maybe I can change time of day to launch, and maybe that, the sun higher up, maybe that'll change it a bit. Let's see. Yes, it does indeed. So now we should be able to bring it down by 3 or 4 degrees. Right, that's almost perfect. Judging by what they're set to for 26-degree track, these pressures should actually be perfect. The ones that I gave to Luciano, so there must be something wrong. Let's test.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
How long left of your stint? Copy. Yep. Just see how these pressures are. That's the outlap and they're up to 25.9 already. They will lock up. Yeah, these are too low. Do another 2 laps and adjust them.
But I made the fastest step so far.
That is weird. Pressures are definitely way too low. Probably, yeah. How long you got? Stop it.
Well done, mate. This has been your cross.
So what are they compared to what it says in here? That's weird. How? It's so weird that the pressures. I did mid 55s at the start of the stint when it was with the right pressures, but I've just looked and the pressures I put into the formula are too low. So I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that when I did it, I based it on the track temp, but the air temp, yeah. I'm not in the server, so I can't see the replay. No, I don't have the replay because I wasn't in the server when it happened. No idea. I don't even know what the pressures were because Luciano said he had a crash with someone, so I went to leave, but he was just asking to see the replay because he wasn't sure if it was his fault. But he only got 1 second of damage, so... Okay. I'm gonna have to do that again now. 23.9. What did I put it up to? 24.8, I think. Yeah, well, I had them and then you said you had the crash, so I left the server quickly thinking that I needed to look or give you the strategies for pitting, and then you said just to look at the replay, and I'd already left and forgot to save it, because I left and forgot to save it, so I'm doing it again. Right, do the pressures again. That was my bad. I just left because I heard Luciano said he had a crash.
Green light, go, go, go.
I have no idea why. That's my... The only thing I can think of is that the track temp is 30 degrees and the air temp is 24, but when I got the pressures for 30 degrees, it was 30 degrees air and 30 degrees track. So that's maybe why I had to put the pressures lower. So that's my bad. Yeah, we're trying to make it up. I think our teammates made it up to B5, but our pressures were all wrong, and we had some damage from the crash that the teammates had. So trying to make it up. I'm just getting the pressures for Luciano because for some reason the pressures are all wrong. I think what it was when I got the pressures is the air temp was quite high, but the track temp was correct, and that's messed up the pressures, I think. So I'm having to get the pressures quickly, which is a bit annoying because the pressures have been fine every race this season. The pressure calculator that I was using has been working really well, but I've put in the wrong pressures. And sorry. What? Hey. You're joking. Luciano just disconnected. I can get back in the server, but I don't know where it'll put me. I've got to wait a minute 30 and we're at P16. Is that us out? We're we're 40 seconds and a lap down. Nah, because 121's racing, so we'd be like At least P6, maybe lower. And 141 our teammates are gaining on P3, they're like 1.2 off. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I think we're out. We're 2 laps down after that. We won't make that up. That's us out. Well, let me go out.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
It lets me go out. Check the team chat, I'm just see if it's okay to retire from Gemis. I'm just looking now to see, I think I've just gone out on track, but yeah, it looks like 2 laps down, so I think this, oh, it's 3 laps it says. Gemis just replied RIP. So do we just retire, I think? Okay. No. Oh. But that is, yeah. In the words, the fighting for P4 in the championship. I had 2 top 5 finishes last 2 races. Quali was a disaster. Tire pressures were wrong. I had them great every other race, so I don't know what I did wrong. I think it must have been having the air temp too high compared to the track. And then Luciano's game completely crashed. And now we're into the race. So we're 2-3 laps down. We won't make that up, unfortunately. So it's gonna be a DNF today, guys. Don't really have anything to say. Unfortunately, that is it. That is us. I will post the championship result when they're out, but it's gonna hit us bad, that race, because yeah, it's just such a bad way to finish. We're gonna struggle for. We're going to go from P6 to, I mean, even just looking at the result in the championship standings, we could lose a lot here. Well, I mean, for that P4 finish, and we got 37 points. We're 92 points in P6, and like the P9 team is on 68 points. So if they get good results, that like 335 Audi and stuff, it's gonna really hurt the championship. That is so frustrating after all that. Yeah. I'll just close up the stream quickly. So yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. We'll be doing some streams tomorrow for LFM and things like that. We're gonna be building some McLaren setups as well, so that'll be good next week. But yeah, that is it for today, guys, unfortunately. But as always, thanks for watching. I do apologise, it's not been a great race, but like I say, next week we can do some LFM or practice for Friday, and we'd like to try out the new McLaren, build some setups. So hopefully see some of you guys next week. As always, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed.